And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this fine Monday? Yes, it's been quite a week for me in strange
I
money
forgot.
coming into me moments and stuff like that, and doing other things. You forgot.
Mhm.
You forgot that the stream
I
was
was
starting.
too invested in the show.
Yes, Mrs. Sick has been watching Mr. In Between, which is really, really, really good and complete and has an ending, so that's nice. Um, do. But yes, soon. See, I told you. Well, it starts at about 9, unless something happens to me. Um, every Monday, so you can fairly reliably rely on me to actually turn up. Yeah. So I've had a bit of a weird week. Last housekeeping stuff. Last week, both videos did pretty okay. I'm genuinely happy with the performance. So I got to have a nice, relaxed weekend, and I guess because I had a nice, relaxed weekend, just weird little things kept happening. I can't remember if it was this week or if it was last week, but I randomly found a tenner, which was really nice, and I just like, oh, okay. And then we discovered that we were eligible for some small amount of money, but it's all like a nice thing. It's a thing that we always thought we weren't supposed to have, but then we looked into it and it was like, no, and it was like a few quid, and then then we had to spend some stuff, which was disappointing. The washing machine died, and it turns out that you can either replace.
Dishwasher.
Sorry, the dishwasher died, and it's either replace the heating element, which is prohibitively expensive, or just replace the whole fucking thing. And it makes more sense to replace the whole fucking thing, because then you don't have to pay for someone to repair it, or try and figure out how to repair it yourself without killing yourself, and so on and so forth. So we just bought a new one. It turned up dented, which is a bit of a bummer. But I messaged them and said, "What the fuck?" And they went, "Have 20% off." And I'm like, "Good."
Dishwasher posh. I have kids.
So that was nice. It's not that posh. You can actually get it's pretty reasonably priced. It was £200, but it's like a tabletop one because we just don't have the space. But yeah, I got it years ago because I wanted to stop doing the fucking dishes, and now we are very, very used to that situation. But having it less, fuck yeah, self repair blocking from corporations. Let's go. I mean, it's not necessarily self repair blocked, but it's just like, I guess it probably is, in the fact that you have to use a specific one and they don't use like default components. But it's whatever. Like, it is what it is. There's not much I could do about it. And I like that washing machine, so we replaced it with another one. Hopefully that one will. To be fair, we used it all the fucking time, so it was good. But yeah, and then that was today, and then I'd sent out an order because I wanted some whiskey, and then I got the order saying, "Oh yeah, well we've got everything else in it because I use Amazon Shopping to do my groceries half the time. Sometimes we go to the shop physically, and then a lot of the time we get it from Amazon." And it said the thing that I bought the shop for to get to the price where it's free delivery. They said, "Yeah, we haven't sent one. It was run out." And I was like, "Oh, that's just fucking great." And so it was removed from the cost, and I was like, "Ugh, damn it." And then when it turned up, it had been replaced with a different, more expensive brand, and it was free. So free whiskey for me. It's a good day. It's always a good day when there's free whiskey. So yeah, so I'm in a pretty good mood. I'll be honest. Um, also, I did the very first episode slash stream slash whatever you want to call it of the Pixel Chalice. Yeah, did my very first game stream, not my very first ever, but the first one that I did with the plan on doing it ongoing, and yeah, and it went pretty well. I think at this point it has about 300 views, which isn't the earth, but it's not nothing. And I didn't promote it to a ridiculous degree because I didn't. I don't really want it to like blow up in any kind of way yet. Not that it necessarily is ever going to. I don't know. I'm definitely new to this thing. After I did it, me and Mrs. Sick had a chat because she's been doing game streaming for the best part of a year now, and she had some tips for me, like keeping abreast of chat while you're playing a game
It is difficult.
is
but yeah.
incredibly challenging. So I'm going to look into having like a screen, like a reasonably large screen near my face, so I can actually see it in my peripheral without having to like
There you go. I put a link
focus
in
on
for you.
Oh, I was in the process of linking it, but
I'm way ahead of you. I am the producer after all.
technically. So yeah, but that went well. I got about halfway through the Midgar section of Final Fantasy VII. So next week's stream, I will be heading into the Shinra building to beat the crap out of everyone inside there. So that'll be fun. And I should end up on the world map by the end of that stream, which will be nice. Which channel to find it on? Like said, Mrs. Sick has shared it in the chat.
Oh, you can just look up Pixel Chalice.
If you look up Pixel Chalice, it now comes up, which is always nice to see. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. It makes me anxious to think about doing it again, because it was a lot of work. It's surprising just how much like physical effort it is to constantly talk whilst playing a game, whilst trying to focus on a chat, and also like progress and talk about things and think of things to talk about, and etc etc etc. Yeah, and
I'm not actually a producer. I was taking the piss.
I didn't want to. I don't think I'm very good at it yet. I'm probably like.
You just do what I do. You just say what's in your head out loud.
Well, that is what I did. I'm probably okay, but I could be better.
Like if I actually put effort in, I think I'd be better too.
Yeah. Was it any good? I didn't see it, but I wouldn't, would I? No, because you don't like the Vimeo, James. But you might like it. It's very story based, so maybe you'd enjoy it as a show instead of. Don't think of it as a game, but think of it as a show. But yeah, nice thumbnail too. I spent fucking ages on that. Trying to select the right background, getting a good screen that looked right. I was quite pleased with it. Sick does amazing voices. In that stream, I would say that that's the lowest end of my voices, and they were okay. I can definitely do better voices, but I am currently a bit fucked. My throat is all screwed up. You reading the dialogue was entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate that. I tried to make it very like you could just watch it as almost like a show of the thing, and because a lot of my favorite games are older, there's probably going to be a lot of them where I just read a lot, so it'll be interesting. MST 3K featuring Sir Sick with a video game. What's MST 3K? Is that a channel that I just don't know of? Just drink more whiskey. I didn't drink at all in the first stream because I didn't want to screw anything up. Mystery Science. Oh, Mystery Science Theatre 3000. Okay. I didn't know that had an abbreviated name.
I know there's some people who want us to do like talking about movies and stuff.
We have thought many times that we should just make a show where we watch movies on it. The problem with that has always been there's no good way to do it without getting bullshit.
Look at loads of copyright issues and stuff.
It's a TV show, you'd probably get a kick out of it. I know what Mystery Science 3000 is. The little puppets, and they're like silhouetted whilst they watch old movies. You are terrible. Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate the high praise. Fuck copyright abuse from Gigantic Paws. from some degrees, yeah, it's copyright abuse, but from another, sitting there and watching a full film all the way through, that's hard to justify as not some kind of replacement.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to like stream it. We'd have to like edit it heavily.
As I understand, um, well, there's the Cosmonaut Variety Hour way of doing it,
Yeah.
which is probably the closest to what we would do. But I do like the Mystery Science Theatre version where they just watch the whole thing and they make commentary on it, presumably scripted commentary, which would be really fun to do.
Terrible shows for terrible people.
I mean, it's just a different TSTP, isn't it? Thumbnail is almost perfect. Only thing missing is a glowing bottle of whiskey above the castle. Oh, you mean this thumbnail? Okay. I guess it could be a glowing glass of whiskey. If I made a little animation of it moving up and down, that would be quite amusing. Oh. Art should be available to everyone, and the censorship is against every spirit of these laws. Corpo abuse at its best. I mean, do you think people shouldn't be able to make money from their things? And how would one be able to profit from their own work? Like, my work is freely available, yes, but it's ad supported. Like, but if someone else took my work and posted it somewhere else, even if they sent me the money that they made from that, I wouldn't fucking be happy about it. Like, people should have some control over the things they make. I am talking more like on a personal level rather than like the corporations can be fucking ridiculous about it. I'm not arguing with you on that point. But there is some amount of control that people should be able to have over their own work. Do you not agree? Do you think that it should be a free for all? I don't know. Something to think about. I don't say copyright shouldn't exist. I'm saying the way that it is being abused and hurting small creators more than it helps. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Do you think entomologists like the Beatles? Oh my god. Well
I
done.
mean, one of my kids really likes insects and quite likes the Beatles. So take from that what you will. First movie watch idea: Wicker Man, starring Nick Cage.
Oh my god.
Let's
Beautiful, bellissimo.
let's fully get into this new thing that I'm doing before we start just fucking doing everything, and I end up working 27 hours a day. I don't mind a bit of hard work, but
I prefer the original Wicker Man, but the Nick Cage one is really good too. But for other reasons, it's like comedy.
Sir and Miss Sick, although it says Sir and Mr. Sick on the quest for the not so holy whiskey cup for terrible people. Title needs some polishing, but it's a comic book or animated series I'd watch. I've always liked the idea of having a game based on my character. I mean, there is a game based on my character, but it is probably intentionally not that amazing. Like, not high production value, but it is a game. I really like the idea of a super, like, pixel animated, in an awesome way, Metroidvania. One of these streams, you should live prank call Kent Hovind. I don't want to ever talk to that man. I think it would cause me great conniptions. Am I allowed to use your likeness in my games? We can talk about it. Let's put it that way. We can come to a licensing agreement for the likeness of Sic within your games, but I'm not against it. But like I said about creative control, don't just put me in your games without asking first. And don't just put me... Because I'm not going to say yes now because you might make me the poop monster and and just have this motherfucker's a piece of shit. It's okay that I said that because he said I could do this.
Look what he said later, though.
Of course, you wouldn't see a cent of the profits. I didn't say anything about profits. I said about licensing. Licensing isn't about money necessarily. It's about control of your IP. And it's important to do that. Because, yeah, I'm an atheist and I like reason and science, but I love Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, that's pretty. Are you sure you're not me? Sir Poop, lol. I mean, I do poop quite a lot.
Way too much.
No, you just don't poop enough. When multiple days go past without poop, I would explode.
I am quite happy to go once a week. That is like an achievement
It's not
for
like
me.
your mum though, where it's like weeks.
She's not as bad as she used to be. She's been up in her
more regular now.
Yeah, she's up in her fibre.
Dear sirs, have you ever considered doing more of the JW, Caleb, and Sophia rebuttals? Those ones you did a few years ago were some of my faves. I have thought of it. I haven't it's quite hard to find sort of an angle on those. A lot of them are just cringe. And they're not, they don't really have much substance that I can sort of argue against. Some of them, yeah. The ones I've done, I assume they've done more, and I should look into them to see what more stuff they've done, because I would love to do more. They are weird and creepy, and I dislike any kind of child-focused propaganda. Is a very creepy thing. Do you have any interest in a science textbook written by a flat earther? It's hilarious. Yes and no. I probably wouldn't read it. I wouldn't have much interest.
It's like a morbid curiosity.
Yeah, just it's something that I would own, just because it's hilarious.
All intellectual inquiries must go through my agent producer, Mrs. Singh.
Damn, guys, we've got to stop development of Sic drinks the universe. I mean, it's already happening. You're gonna have to deal with it. Emma Thorne is making fun of Christian animation a lot. There's a couple that are in sort of the pipeline that are animated things, and there's that fucking puppet. Dinks the puppet is so bad. And my God, is he really bad at arguing? Oh God, just the fact that he can't. You'd think if someone said something about you, and you wanted to rebut it, you'd say no, that's not true, or you're wrong. But he doesn't do that. He just says no, you. It's so fucking weird. As a fellow atheist, I'd like to hear Sir Sic's thoughts on our modern day political hellscape. That's what you're getting out of me.
That's about right.
If there was a video game about you, would the bosses be based on people you've made fun of? I hadn't even considered that. I feel like it would be more like the ideas, rather than any specific individuals, mostly to sort of skirt around. And there might be people who are very similar, but distinctly different from a legal perspective. But you know who they are. Like a guy would definitely be in a prison outfit. To be fair, they'd probably just be the sick versions of those people, as there are many.
God, I remember when I made some of those outfits. They were really funny.
Sicko fans, are you doing the? We're never calling sick fans.
Don't
sicko
lower
fans.
yourselves. You're terrible people.
Yeah. Don't get such high ideas about yourselves. I tuned in time to hear Weird and Creepy. Well, here I am. And it's Ricky Martin. Oh, no, Rick Martin. Is that a legally distinct difference? I hate that puppet. And the puppet is only 30% of it. I mean, don't hate. Masturbate. No, wait.
What?
Don't hesitate. Masturbate.
Oh my God. What the hell? I've never heard that before.
It's from, I think it's from Cable Guy. He who hesitates masturbates.
Oh,
That's the
right.
one.
Okay, all right.
And you don't hesitate, masturbate.
Just low.
It's way funnier though. I keep forgetting my medication. Is it memory pills? Sorry from the US. I didn't vote for this. You don't vote for. No, wait, no, you don't hear that. Matt Powell does already look like a haunted ventriloquist dummy. Certainly, emphasis on the dummy. Sorry, I'm late. Can we start over? I would, but no. I also can't remember how. Oh yeah, I started by saying I found money. I'm so clever. But no, it's been good. I plan to someday prank call Kent Hovind and keep mispronouncing his name and calling him cunt, Clint, clunk, etc. I don't think you'd get away with cunt, but I think calling him
It would
like
only work.
Ken,
It would only work if you had an accent.
that would probably work to some degree. I like the idea that you just don't know his name. Like, pick a bunch of genuine names, but like
Just keep calling him Craig or something.
My name's Kent. Oh, sorry, Craig. Sorry, Keith. Keith. Yeah, someone exactly as I said it. Mm. It's my metformin. Can you get something for memory? Probably. I don't know what metformin is either.
That is a medication which was recommended to me because of my polycystic ovaries. It's given to people for helping them like lose body fat. And,
I see.
Yeah, apparently it makes you shit like a trooper.
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
For you.
Well, for me, yeah.
Carl H. Yeah, exactly. You just keep Keith, Carl, Kevin. It'd be perfect. That would be funnier to me, because there's an amount of plausible deniability, and that's what makes it funny. If you're so freaked out by Matt Powell and think it is thick and bad, you haven't heard from our famous preachers in Russia. I probably haven't heard from your famous preachers in Russia because they speak Russian more than likely. I imagine that if I have heard them, I'm like, oh, that's words I don't know. There is what I call an $8 creation museum near where I went to uni. It calls itself a fossil and science museum. I went with the anthropology club as a joke. So did the whole club go as a joke? That's pretty fucking metal. I like that a lot. It's odd, actually. Dink's like a puppet, but Kent Hovind and Ray Comfort sound like puppets. No, they sound like Muppets. There's a distinct difference. You could just see Kent Hovind coming out. So, more swearing tonight than yesterday. Or did you edit the live stream? Well, there wasn't a huge amount of swearing.
There's not a lot of swearing
game.
in Final Fantasy VII.
And you know, I'm probably going to try and curb my swearing in that because it's unnecessary. Whereas this stream is a terrible stream for terrible people, so fuck, shit, and ass are absolutely fine. Favorite metal band? I would have to say System of a Down, because it is, and it's just, they were the very first metal band I ever like fell in love with, and so it's just been a very long form affair, and unlike a lot of people, I like everything they've done.
And Serge Tankian is gorgeous.
Yeah. I also like the spin-off groups. I like Scars on Broadway and Serge Tankian presents Serge Tankian being Serge Tankian.
But I love Uncensored Barrett.
Apologies for the coughing. Although on the stream, I'm definitely, if this cough doesn't go away anytime soon, I'm definitely going to have to get myself a mute button so I can cough my guts out.
No, you have to go to the doctor like I told you to.
I could do that, but anyway. I've been there. It's awful, but I got a pet kangaroo. Sorry.
Oh no,
I want a pet kangaroo.
Don't mess with kangaroos.
They like kangaroos, but even more hench dude bros. Random question, but did you happen to watch Welcome to Derry? Or is it just called Welcome to Derry? Either way, no, I've never even heard of it. So take from that what you will. I take pride that Ken Hamd blocked me for quoting Bible passages that go against his paradigms. Well, obviously, because you were taking it out of context, even though you put it in perfect context.
Internet high five you just now.
Yeah. I got to see them live in 2012 during a reunion tour, you lucky bastard. All of my favourite bands, more or less, haven't done anything nearby enough to go to. The only band that's doing anything nearby is it's probably a few bands actually now that I think about it, but we want to see Static X with the new frontman because I checked him out. It's pretty good. Like, it's good tribute to Wayne, and but it's a Download, and if you know anything about Download, it's a fucking festival, so you have to go there and camp there. And it's just not happening. Not at this age. I looked at the price and went, I could afford that, and it not like break the bank.
You know, you can just go for the day and go stay in a hotel.
Yeah, but I'd still have to go stay somewhere.
Yeah.
And it would be a bit much.
Hmm.
And also, we have kids.
You know, you can go. Because I wouldn't like that. It's too many crowds.
I can go to Download on my own.
No, take your best friend with you, your boyfriend.
Oh,
yeah,
that's an idea.
Yeah, do that.
Might have to message him and see if he's got some
glamping. Yeah, go glamping.
Oh man, glamping sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like as someone who did a lot of camping growing up, I don't hate camping, but the idea of fancy camping with like a tent that you can stand up and walk around in and have like a dining table and eat your breakfast outside the elements or away from the elements or whatever. It sounds kind of awesome.
It's basically what it would be like to be a noble on a battlefield.
Glamping is amazing. Fancy camping is dope. These are my people. Forever ago, I saw Korn and Disturbed. I've seen Disturbed live. It's like my one and only proper band concert that I've been to. The person that I'm talking about going to Download with, which is probably not going to happen, but it could. It's a nice idea. He basically paid for it for me. No, he didn't pay for it. I paid for it. He paid for my drinks. And he did so for many years, for many situations, even though I told him I was poor. And he was like, no, I like hanging out. Let's go hang out. And now that I have money, I always buy him stuff and get him drinks. And yeah, I probably paid him back several fold for the amount that he ever spent on me, which like wasn't huge, just enough to have a good time. But yeah, my idea of glamping is a tent. I don't think it's camping if you don't have a camp. Like Outdoor Boys YouTube channel in my bed with a bag of what is a taki? Is like going.
I think they're like spicy crisps, basically.
Okay. Your own personal Batman. Oh right, yeah, my guy, known as the Memory Man. To any of you who have, I don't know if any of you have been around long enough to know that.
Sounds like you married the right woman, sir. Where do we find the rest? Well, we're not married, so.
No, we're not married. And potentially never will be, if I get my say. She keeps suggesting it, but I just can't be bothered.
For tax purposes. That's why. And for inheritance purposes.
Yeah, but it's all effort, isn't it? I mean, I'm likely to die. Basically, the only problem is if I die. Because if she dies, like, I keep my money. But no. Sir Sick is camp enough. Oh, thank you so much.
True.
You are awful, but I like you. My favourite is Tool. I have to apologise for this opinion, but I just don't get on with Tool.
I like some of their songs.
Maybe there's something good. Like everyone will go, you got to listen to this song. It's the best. And I'll probably listen to it and go, yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. I knew a guy who was absolutely obsessed with them. And he said, you got to listen to this, this, and this. And I did. And I did not get I didn't like it. Biggest band I saw was probably No Doubt, like weeks before they blew up. That's, I mean, it's definitely telling of your age. Very much. My favorite band is Duran Duran. Of course it is. Something I have to keep reminding myself. I talk about being old, and then Stream goes, well, I'm 57 and I'm 63 and blah, blah, blah. It's like, why do I attract all the olds? I don't have a problem, but, you know, it's just a fact. Tool is a cult band. Cult as in cult. Cult is a Tool band. As in they have a cult, or that they are popular with the people who like them and not a lot else. Because I know loads of people. I have spoken to many, many, many metalers because I go to metal clubs, and so many people say, "Oh yeah, I really like Tool. Tool's amazing," and I'm like, I just don't get it. Tool is a cool band. Godsmack put on the best show I've ever been to. Headlined at Mayhem in 2011. Slayer and Marilyn Manson were there too. That sounds pretty good. I do quite like Godsmack. They've got a few banging tunes. Fancy camping that you have to set up is still good. Just takes a lot of planning and extra time. Not if you get an inflatable tent. There's one that's basically a bouncy castle.
My question is why Mrs. Sics seems to attract young people. I don't. Not considering according to my demographics. Like, no. I attract people my own age. You're an anomaly, Connie.
Yeah, you're like the only Baba.
You're probably the youngest.
And he's still, what, 20
He's
something?
20.
Yeah. You're still 20. You're still technically a grown-up. Although I would not think of you as a grown-up. Anyone below the age of 30 now, I'm like,
it's a baby. Yeah, I know. I'm the same.
How old am I? Old enough to know better. Let's just say I'm in my 40s. I'm old, 50 plus, and enjoy Sir Sick. As you should. That's just a fact about science. I was very surprised at how good Limp Bizkit was live. I don't like their music, but I really enjoyed being in a crowd.
Oh, yeah, it's really good clown control? Really? Crowd control, from what I've seen.
I've heard a number of people say, I don't like X band, but when I saw them live, it was fucking amazing. Kiss. Apparently, they do a fucking astounding show. And like there was a year they were at Download, and basically everyone I knew but me went to Download. And then they all came back and they said Kiss was fucking amazing. Every single one of the lucky bastards. I'm not an adult. I'm not an adult. I'm a child pretending to know what I do. Okay, so you are an adult then, because that's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
That is literally what no one. I've never met a single person who could honestly tell me that they have their shit together. We're
pretty much just winging it, yeah.
Like, even the most shit together person just sits in their bed sometimes thinking, how the fuck am I alive? Frontal lobe doesn't fully develop until you're 25. I mean, exactly. And even then, like I said, people below the age of 30 often baffle me. Pitching a tent is easy. Lay on your back and think about Mrs. Sick. Fair, but I don't want to make one that's 50 foot tall.
That's not a tent, that's a marquee.
That's a flag. I don't know if that helps my imposter syndrome or makes it worse. It should help your imposter syndrome, because you have to understand that literally everybody else is probably thinking the same things that you are. Most people have no idea what they're doing.
Yep.
And it's okay. And it's okay to ask for help. I've got my shit together. You have to when you're a compulsive liar. Very good. I always say folks under 30 or so aren't fully baked. And I imagine that when I'm in my 50s, I'm going to be like, fucking 40-year-olds are stupid. Fun fact, brain done at 25 is a interpretation. The money for the study just ran out when all the people were 25. That makes sense. Sorry to hear that your inflatable castle got a puncture and you're living in a flat. Fuck you, Benji. How dare you?
Most of my co-workers are born in 2000 and something. Oh, no. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's brutal.
Oof.
God, and they'd be up to 25, which is wild.
It's one of the weirdest things for me is when I worked in a pub and serving somebody, and I'm like, oh my God, you actually are of age to get pissed here.
They hand you a card and it says 2000. You're like, you're not.
Yeah.
Wait. No, wrong.
Yeah,
Get out anyway.
It made me feel quite old. Yeah.
I fucking hate IDing people because
I do as well. I hear.
As soon as you hand me an ID card and ask me to figure out how old you are, my brain fucking switches off.
I have to base it off my own birthday. I'm like,
that's not a bad idea.
How old I am, so that helps.
Oh. The amount,
because I can't maths, so I have to base it.
I don't know if this is really bad, but the amount of times I've been handed an ID, looked at it and gone, yeah, that's fine. Didn't actually look, didn't actually compare. Because my assumption is, if they're bold enough to hand me an ID, it's probably got the right age on it. And I don't know how to check for a fake ID. So I think it's a fair assumption. But it's not impossible that someone once handed me an ID.
Have you ever got somebody in the pub, though, who's like, they literally look like a child?
Yeah.
But it turns out that they were fine.
No. I've seen them look like a child, and I've gone, have you got ID? And they go, no. And I went, well, I can't serve you then. And then they go, alcohol.
There was 3 lads that came in. 2 of them looked old enough. And then, but this lad, the one who went up to the bar, and I was just like, he looks like a 15-year-old. I went, I'm going to have to see some ID. He went, yeah, no problem. And he showed it me, and it was right. But
yeah.
I was just like...
Oh, you either poor
you
or
need
lucky
a beard.
bastard.
You need a beard.
Get thyself a beard. They must have been 18 if they hand me a school bus pass. That makes sense. How long were you doing that job, her or me? Me for a few years.
Well, we both lived in a pub for a while.
But I worked in a pub that didn't really see a lot of young people. It was a like a pub and restaurant. So most of the time, people who ordered drinks were like just adults. Yeah.
People
so I've only checked
me.
like a handful of IDs in my life.
Like I still get ID'd, and I'm like, as I get like when I was younger, it used to really piss me off, but as I'm getting older, I'm just like, do I actually look that young? I don't think so.
I've been ID'd like once, maybe twice.
Yeah, but you have facial hair.
Even when I didn't have the full facial hair, I've always looked of age, even with my potato face.
It's probably it's the hairline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, definitely the hairline.
My sister used her roommate's ID to get into a bar when she was in college. Her roommate was black, and presumably your sister was white. Because it's impossible to know that. If your sister is also looked like their friend, then I don't think that matters. But yeah, I think a lot of people, if you hand them an ID, they just go, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Sic was born with a beard.
That makes sense.
I mean, it feels like it. I was getting ID'd until I was 40 as a man with a massive mustache. Like a hell of a fucking mustache.
I think it's because I avoid, like, when I went to go give blood.
Yeah.
And they were like, looked at, and they went, you were born in 1990? I'm like, yeah. And they were just, I thought you were way younger. And I was like, oh my God, again. I think it's because I'm oily and I don't have wrinkles.
I once got into a military base with a half-eaten taco. Can confirm people do not fucking check IDs. So
it's a military base.
Taco. And they were like, in you go. Like... Maybe they thought you were the Taco King. And he's very important. He is a big deal. I've always looked old. I got asked how many kids I had when I was 17.
Oh.
I looked 35 off.
Yeah, I knew somebody like that. It was covered. He was 15-year-old, littered in tattoos. He looked like he was in his 30s. And I was weirded out that he was hanging out with a bunch of like 17, 18-year-olds.
But he just
And then
was
it
one.
turned out that he was younger than all of us.
I knew a guy who used to work in a game shop that I would regularly hang out in because I was very, very cool. And he was younger than me. And I was like 21 or something. He was younger than me. I think he was 18. And he was fully like Friar Tuck bald.
Oh, no.
And had a big beard, quite a messy one. And he was quite a big guy.
Oh, I'd just shave.
He looked in his 50s.
Just shave your head at that point.
Yeah, I felt, yeah. I mean, I think he just got on with it, but fucking hell. Nature was not kind. Oh my goodness. I looked older as a teenager. Now I get people telling me I look young.
Yeah.
And I turned 44 in March.
You have to show ID to give blood. You have to give you information.
Yeah, they use your ID to
don't...
check your information, not that you... I mean, you do, but it's not for that. Here in Oklahoma, IDs are in portrait mode. When you're under 21, and in landscape when you're over 21. That's very interesting. Okay. But what about when you... So do you go the day that you come of age get them changed over, or they send one out or something?
Yeah, you just go get your landscape one.
But that's quite clever.
That is quite clever, yeah.
I quite like that. When I was young, people always thought I was older. Now I'm old. Everyone thinks I'm young. Seems like I spent my 30 years in mid-20s. That is how it do. IVID is like a dystopian thing. Oof. My sister-in-law had a fake ID. She went to a bar drunk. The bouncer took it and burned it and was booted. Fucking hell.
Oh my god. I turned up to buy a car off of a guy when I was 18 with my girlfriend. And when she was alone with him, he asked my girlfriend, "So is this your son?" Because I look so young.
Oof.
Oh, that's brutal.
What the fuck? Vampires ask for ID now. British politics for you. I mean, they have to, you know. Yeah, the thing about the bouncer taking it and burning it, surely that's happened to real IDs, and that's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, just because you think an ID is fake, that doesn't mean you get to keep it. That can't possibly actually be legal.
I guess it depends on the policy of the place.
But
even then, like...
If I handed someone my fucking passport and they went, "No, it's fake," and fucking burnt it, I'd burn the fucking bar down.
I don't know, like...
With them inside it. I'd be so angry.
I don't even know why would you do that, though, because it's basically evidence of your attempt.
Yeah.
So why would you burn it?
Like, I doubt it could possibly be legal because it's your property, even if it's fake. I don't know. It seems weird. McLovin is a subliminal McDonald's advertising. Change my mind.
You mean blatant? I don't know. I think you mean blatant.
I don't know. It never made me think of McDonald's. It only made me think of a really cool guy who has one name, like Cher. All property is theft. Okay, thank you. Soak the ID in petrol first. Now, that does make it more fair. Pennsylvania has similar, where people under 16 have a portrait mode and 18 and over go to landscape. I think during that time, you get a new one issued sooner. That makes sense. And I think that's a genuinely good system because it saves thinking time. Because that's the other thing about working in a bar. Like, if you're in a busy bar, holy fuck, you do not have time to sit there and do fucking mental maths.
Start counting on your fingers, one, two.
I never had to produce ID to drink, but now I need an employee to sell me a Red Bull. Strange world. Yeah, like I said, I've been ID'd once at a bar that I'd been to many, many times. And I think it was just, there was like some campaign about checking IDs. And yeah, I've never looked particularly young. I've always been able, even when I was like not of age, I looked old enough to buy things. Like it's just never been a problem. It's always been a problem for her. It's a right pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's
I
pain
don't
for
even
me.
think she looks that young.
No,
I
I
think she
don't.
looks like a right old hag. But apparently,
Wow.
how disappointing.
To be honest, though, I kind of would like to go for like old wicked witch,
crone.
old wicked witch vibes. Yeah.
You would 100% pull that off. Exactly.
Exactly.
Been out for 2 weeks with both sets of Fundy family. Glad things have stayed terrible. Glad you didn't get taken to like some mental break you down camp where they turned you into a Fundy yourself.
It's nice to
Or
see
do
you
you pretend?
survived.
Do you just pretend? Oh yeah, God, he sounds cool and everything.
Finger guns.
Not stupid at all. Ooh, fun times. I told you this morning on her channel, don't call Mrs. Thick a hag. I didn't call her a hag. So you didn't tell me. You just said it. You ever watch The Mythology Guy? He's super fun. And every religion gets dunked on. I don't know who the Mythology Guy is. So I guess not. A lot of smiling and nodding to get by. It's probably for the best.
That's how I deal with my family too. But they're not Fundies.
They're not religious at all. It's just how you deal with them.
They're just assholes.
Some of your family are okay.
Yeah, my mum's side is fine. Just my dad's side is not.
Right. Been struggling with dry January already. An entire month without foreplay.
Oof.
Oh my God.
That is rough.
That is really good. Oh, you've only ever allowed to go in raw. Jesus Christ.
Ow.
It's just slap, ow, slap, ow, slap, ow. That's really bad.
You want to break your banjo? That's how you break your banjo.
Twang your banjo, I think it is. Oof. Church of Atholio. Well, which one? All of them? Yes. That's not fair, but true. Pennsylvania also makes you get ID scanned at stores selling alcohol. That makes sense. Anything that takes the human element out of having to check these things, so you don't have to like guess. It was like the machine just won't let you sell it anymore. Especially somewhere where ID is actually a thing. Like, although you can be ID'd in this country, you're not necessarily. I think the scheme is called, like, Check 25 or Challenge 25.
Yeah, it's if you look less than 25.
And even when that came in, and I was very much under 25, never fucking applied to me. It's like, you look old enough. Have all the alcohol.
I got ID'd.
Yeah.
Really annoying.
I have to be fake Catholic just to avoid family drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you also have to do, like, fake opinions that line up with certain...
You also have, depending on how old you are, you are under no obligation to be connected to family.
I mean, we're not suggesting that you disown your family for religious reasons, but if they're shitheads...
That's different. Like, there's a
about
difference between being religious and being a shithead. You can be both. You can be one or both. Yeah.
I have genuinely plenty of religious friends, and they're fine. They even know what I do, and I even take the piss out of them to their faces. It's fine. But you know, if they were giant arseholes, I just wouldn't be friends with them. I got carded when I tried to buy a white van filled with whips and candy. Now, you say you tried to buy it. Was it more that they wanted to give you a test drive from the back?
Why was the van filled with whips?
And candy?
Yeah.
Candy's fine, but whips and candy.
Yeah, together's weird.
Well, it was more candy whips. It was licorice.
Right.
Lots and lots of
Oh,
licorice.
I was thinking like dominatrix shit.
No, that could still be dominatrix. Yeah, you could make a pretty decent cat of nine tails out of
Licorice.
cherry shoelaces.
It's a peanut.
You what?
It's a peanut van.
Yeah, that is the joke.
Right, I didn't get that. I'm slow.
Oh, right, you genuinely didn't
No,
get
it did not occur to me.
that. Oh, bless her. She's so innocent. Hold my tongue and mostly just holiday, and I'm 40. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it depends if you like them. Or if they have something you want.
I can see Willy Wonka being a dom. Yeah.
Oh my god. Willy Domka. Big mom dominatrix be like. I mean, okay. I tried dating a couple women in their late 40s the second I turned 18. The age gap thing didn't work out with the genders swapped. I dated a couple of women who were both 10 years my senior when I was about 20 something.
Yeah, you've had a bunch of old women.
2.
A bunch.
2.
That is a bunch.
That's a pair.
That's a bunch.
That's very much a pair.
That's a bunch.
Yeah, it was interesting. You win nothing. Good day, sir.
I think I'm the youngest that you've been with, isn't it?
In terms of dating, possibly.
Yeah. Because there's 5 years between us. So
Yeah. But yeah, I was at my oldest point at that point.
a
But
bunch is at least 3. One of them was big enough to be a bunch.
I think I was just trying to think.
She was a very large lady.
Who?
One of them.
Wasn't that big.
Bigger than me.
At that point, maybe. I don't remember how big she was, but you are older than she was when I dated her now.
Oh yeah, but we've been together for so long that doesn't count.
Yeah, and the other one was very, very skinny.
He wonks willies. Oh no.
Oh my god. Willy Wanker. When I was 24, I lived with a 31-year-old flight attendant. Rocked my world. Yeah, like the dating of older women. And I did that because I had no sense of my own I don't want to say value, but like the capital that I had as an attractive person for the metal scene. I didn't realize. I was just wanting to be with anyone. So like they were the first two to have the confidence to just say yes. So yeah, I went out with them for however long, and that was what it was. An interesting time in my life. I wouldn't repeat it. So doing maths, born 1990 and Sics 5 years older than you, 67. Yeah, thereabouts. Old age homes are a great place to meet desperate women with no teeth and nothing to lose. Jesus Christ.
I do have a theory.
At least you spelled lose right.
I do have a theory that when I'm like in my 70s and 80s that I'm probably going to be a swinger because I'd probably just get bored.
The more you look around and the more you realize it probably led to nothing. I mean, yeah, like just having a nice relationship with someone. I tried to have a relationship with every single person I ever dated.
It's just
for a significant. Well,
yeah, it's just they weren't as invested in a relationship as you were.
I mean, in some ways, yes. In other ways, no. It was just, it was all learning experience. You should, yeah, get experience. It's better than having no experience.
Get a lot of talk from those metallic hips.
That's
clang,
very true.
Clang, clang, clang.
You could make their legs like spin around. It's fucking
Oh
great.
my god. Oh. Jeez.
I dated a lot of cougars from 20 to about 40. I had to switch the dynamic. Can't be going to the old folks' home for dates. Sir Sloppy Party Bottom. Jesus fucking Christ. There's an SNL skit about old folks' homes and the ramped fucking.
Probably.
I mean, apparently they do. Apparently
like,
they
what
fuck
else
like
are you
crazy.
gonna do? A lot of the old people's homes are kind of boring. So what else are you gonna do?
I remember seeing this documentary about people who had like partners who had Alzheimer's, and this woman who her husband, whom she loved very much, but he basically did not remember her at all, and he was basically a care facility, and he was kind of a bit younger than most people there. He'd like come out really early. Still, I think in his late 60s.
Well, Alzheimer's can hit anybody at any age.
But he basically fucked all the women there.
Yeah.
And like he would like walk around with them on his arms. It's kind of crazy, and it was very upsetting for her. It was pretty upsetting to watch.
I watched a documentary about how there was a guy who was originally a dentist, and he'd been working as a dentist for like 40 years. But then he got Alzheimer's, but in his brain, he reverted back to when he was in his 20s before he got married.
Yeah.
So he didn't remember his wife, and walking around in the facility, he thought that he was in like a holiday resort, and he was going around like, and in his head, he was seeing all these women and stuff. He's like, oh, they're a bit older, but he says, but you know, you get it where you can, type thing. And he was like, he was acting like he was like Casanova in his 20s.
Yeah. Didn't he use? I might be thinking of someone else, but like used to check teeth. Or am I thinking of a different?
Yeah, he was a guy who'd go around check everybody's teeth.
Yeah.
I think it was a Louis Theroux thing. Now I think about it, because he did say like, oh well, you are British, so your teeth are not going to be good. Yeah.
If you dated these women, did they have the old age travel pass? I was in my 20s. They were 10 years my senior. So no. They were older. They were younger than Mrs. Sic is now. So no, she doesn't have her old age travel pass, even though I've tried to get it.
I don't travel though.
Exactly.
I like being at home.
I was like that when I stopped drinking. Everyone I knew seemed strange. I felt out of place. Presumably you drank a lot. Like, I've never had a problem of if I'm not drinking, things get weird. Which presumably means that I'm not an alcoholic, but who knows? Yeah. Like, I could, sometimes I'll just stop for a couple of months.
Yeah, you don't really have an addictive personality.
No.
Whereas I do.
I have a dopamine-seeking personality. That's my downfall. I'll drink because I'm dopamine-seeking, but I'll eat because I'm dopamine-seeking, and I'll buy things because I'm dopamine-seeking. I'm not addicted to any of these things, but I will really want to do them because I really want the dopamine. Somehow I like the UK English more than the American, and then there's Australian, practically British English, but it sounds like they're happy to be alive. Australian does not sound like British English at all.
No idea.
It is very different. I feel as an English person, we're the only ones who's able to tell the difference between all the accents.
Probably.
Sic has an addicting personality.
Addicted.
I can't stand the term addicting. Unless it's to refer to someone getting more addicted to something. They are addicting to it. The calling something that is addicting, drives me fucking crazy. I understand that language is fluid, but I fucking hate it, and I will never not complain about it. Although I think it's come up less in recent years, so maybe people like me have bitched and moaned about it enough. The one that gets Mrs. Sic is people saying loose instead of lose.
Oh god, it annoys me.
So I'm going to lose my mind, and it makes me think you're going to have your mind come out of the top of your head and fly forwards at your enemies.
I don't know why. It's one of those things that just grinds me.
Yeah.
Oof.
And on that epic note, I'm going to fuck off because I have shit to do. But thank you all for coming. If you haven't already checked it out, Pixel, Chalice. Have you still got the link? Probably. I can't imagine you've copied and pasted anything recently.
There you go.
I will be streaming again next Sunday for a number of hours. And so if you want to check it out, hang out. It won't be quite the same as this because I'll be playing a Vimeo James, but it will be significantly longer. But I will be trying to chat shit.
But I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. British time because I am streaming as well.
Yeah, should have pinned it. I've pinned it now. I'll remember that next time. Anyway, thank you all for coming and see you later.
Bye.
Bye.